If there's one show that's seen it all, it's NCIS. It's been on since 2003, you guys, and they've seen their fair share of cast shakeups and shakedowns. People have come and gone, but the door's always open if they want to return. Looks like Michael Weatherly is interested in taking up that option. In this video, we'll be telling you about the actor's interest in returning to the show. Let's get into it. First off, the tweet that says it all.
So I came in my dream. I came on your show.
You came in your dream.
Very Special Agent DiNozzo was a fan favorite. No doubt about that, even if you didn't like him that much. His exit in season 13 shook us to our core, and it left a huge void in the team. This was before Mark Harmon himself left too. So knowing that he wants to come back, that's a dream come true. Since most of the main OG cast have all moved on to other things, NCIS feels like a whole different show to a lot of folks. Having one of the oldies back would be just perfect. Come on, who doesn't want to see more of DiNozzo? Weatherly sure does. He dropped the idea really casually in a recent tweet, and fans just went crazy in the replies. He posted a selfie of him looking really pensive and wrote a whole bit about his time at a sushi restaurant. It went like this. The server asked him, "What's next, Michael?" And he replied by saying, "A podcast, an indie movie, another round of DiNozzo at some point." That's how he narrated it, and everyone stopped in their tracks when he got to the last part. He's clever, not gonna lie. Of course, he had to finish his story. The server then clarified she meant what he wanted for his next sushi dish. That humbled him, and so he asked for a jalapeno hamachi and the check. The man does know how to tell a funny story, which by the sound of it might be a little made up too. Up next, is the possibility real?
It was a lot of just launch pad disaster. Oh, man. So I just thought there was no space program for me.
We're all familiar with how the show treats character exits. Abby's, Gibbs, and DiNozzo's were left open-ended. They didn't kill them off, and they're very much real and alive in the NCIS universe, just not on the team anymore. When you leave a door open like that, there's always a chance they can waltz back in for a bit. It's what keeps our hopes up all this time. Before Michael posted this, Sean Murray posted a cute throwback of the two of them on his Instagram. It looks like he wants him back too. Same here, Sean. That sparked a lot of suspicions on the internet. CBS also commented saying that they love a good throwback, and the pic was super nostalgic. McGee and DiNozzo were a duo to be loved and feared, and it's no secret that everyone missed them a ton. On top of that, CBS's comment is also something to look at closely. There must be a reason they left that there, maybe as a subtle, cryptic hint of a return. To be honest, it all lines up perfectly. The reason Weatherly left the show was to focus on his drama called Bull. That got canceled, so it looks like the actor's free and ready to get back into NCIS. Now's the best time as any to get DiNozzo back on screen. And now, some ideas for a return.
Chrissy Hines causing a ruckus. I don't know if you've been down there. And Carrie Fisher, she's running around like a nut job.
Carrie Fisher's here with her dog.
Granted, we don't even have any information about Michael coming back, but has a little wishful thinking harmed anyone? Nope. Weatherly reprising his role as DiNozzo would be a special treat for longtime NCIS fans. Just think about it. He hasn't made any guest appearances since his departure at the end of the season. But if CBS truly wants to surprise viewers and crank it up a notch, they might want to recruit Harmon as well, so Gibbs and DiNozzo can make their long-awaited reunion. Double whammy. Maybe Cote de Pablo, aka Ziva David, can join in on the fun, since she and DiNozzo rekindled their romance after they both left the military. Now, let's look at the reality. We know we just indulged in some daydreams about an awesome reunion. Well, back to earth, folks. It is pretty exciting to know that the actor himself wants to come back to the show, and with the kind of show this is, we're sure they will take him with open arms. Despite all that, it's best to keep low expectations for now. We haven't gotten any confirmation yet, and there can be a lot of other reasons why this might not happen. There's always the possibility that things don't pan out the way you expect, and you gotta be prepared for that. It's best to wait it out and see if he can make a guest appearance or two. There's ample opportunity, and it looks like his co-stars also want him back. Good signs all around, folks. Now, let's look at actors we wish would return to NCIS. First up, there's Mark Harmon. You gotta have Gibbs at the top of your list, y'all. Truly one of the best leaders on TV. Mark Harmon left the show during the 4th episode of NCIS Season 19 called Great Wide Open. His character decided it was time to slow down and retire in Alaska. A lot more went on, but the gist of it is that he just wanted time to himself. It's not easy working in the criminal investigation profession. That's a lesson the show has taught us well. Harmon is rumored to be returning to the show. It's unclear whether this is a temporary or permanent arrangement. The producer himself has left some hints about it too. According to Parade, he said at PaleyFest to never count out Leroy Jethro Gibbs. He also went on to say that he doesn't know what the future holds, but he wouldn't rule rule anybody out. Dead or alive, it doesn't matter. No one's gone off of NCIS, and that's something the higher-ups have confirmed. That's amazing news. The actor also works behind the scenes in production for the show. It's pretty clear that he's super close to this project even after his exit. It'd be amazing to see Gibbs drop by with a big catch of fish and lecture the newbies. Up next, we have Jesse Spencer. He left the show during the 5th episode of season 10 of Chicago.Fire, titled 200. His character Matt Casey decided to relocate to Oregon so that he could care for his friend's children. He felt compelled to leave Firehouse 51 because the children would be placed in foster care if he did not contribute. So why did Spencer leave the show? He felt it was time to pursue other projects because he had been an actor for nearly 2 decades and wanted to try something new. Understandably, network TV can become a grueling job at times. Those schedules are tough, man. Spencer told Us Weekly that he's been doing TV for a long time. If he counted it up and did the math, it would have been 18 years of straight network television, and that's only 18 years since he moved from House to be on Chicago.Fire. It was sad to see him go, but we really would love to see the sensitive detective come back. And now, Nicholas Gonzalez. This one wasn't a voluntary exit. Nicholas played the Good Doctor's Neil Mendez, and he left the show during season 3's episode 20. His character died of septic shock after being injured in an earthquake. Yeah, not the best fate. It was super sad. His character was cut from the procedural, and it hit the actor pretty hard too. Gonzalez was devastated by how things turned out for him. He wished he'd have stayed on the show for a little longer. You and us both, man. He told Entertainment Weekly that a part of him was really upset to see a character he admired so much leave in this way. He felt he has so much more to say, but never got around to saying it. Any time is good enough to complete the story because Stephen D. Binder did say that, dead or alive, no one's left out of NCIS. Last but not least, Renee Felice Smith from NCIS LA. Nell Jones was a powerhouse. That woman knew her stuff more than anybody, and it broke a lot of hearts to see her go. She made her exit in episode 18 of season 12, called A Tale of Two Igors. Her character left the agency so that she could pursue a new opportunity with Eric Beale. They went to Tokyo and had an emotional goodbye with Hetty in the sunset. It was the teariest farewell ever. Smith went on to become an author after her tenure as an NCIS actor ended. The actress seems to enjoy her life as a writer. She discussed her children's book Hugo and The Impossible Thing with Showbiz Cheat Sheet. She told them that she wrote her book as a celebration. It's cool to see a children's book described like that. She even explained the plot simply. It's all about a dog who recovered from a potentially fatal illness. That's a pretty strong topic for a kid's book, but all the better. It's a hopeful one, just as we are for her to come back for a few episodes. We just want to know how Nell and Eric are doing. Well, that's all for this one. What do you think of Michael Weatherly's rumored return to NCIS? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.